Welcome back to the podcast. I will podcast because you will podcast. I will podcast. I did podcast. This is a podcast to motivate those that are going through anything in life, anything, no matter what it is. I go through all those same things on all types of levels. I had a lot of confusion. I lost my legs in this accident. I burned half my bodies in this accident. I had 22 surgeries with this accident. I had 9 blood transfusions in this accident. I had all types of drugs inside me in this accident. But I'm here today. I'm living proof there's a God if you need a reason. I'm very grateful. I came out of so much confusion, so much lack of understanding, but I showed to myself the strength that I had. One of the first things I asked the doctor was, can I walk? He said, man, you walk on some prosthetics. I said, man, it don't matter. I make them motherfuckers fly. I'm about to fly sneakers. I'm gonna make sure that anytime I step out with prosthetics, people be like, damn, that nigga some fly ass nigga in prosthetics, man. And I know that may not mean anything to a lot of people, but coming from where I'm from, I enjoy that. Those are driving forces, and I never give up on my driving forces. And, I love wearing my prosthetics. I love, that I'm walking, I'm back out there, I'm living my life, and my whole life's changed. People move over now when they see me, and it ain't just, it's the prosthetics, but it's more like, oh, damn, that dude is, I go to places and I see people, I see dudes, and it was a time in my life where it would be problems. It'd be like, yo, what's up, homie? But now it's like, oh, excuse me, sir, and oh, man, God bless you. Oh, man, yo, you OG, man. I've even seen my enemies, that have reached out back to me and been like, yo, man, forget all that shit we went through, man. Hands down, I gotta give it up to you. You're a different type of character, you're a different type of beast. But I don't think I'm very different from anybody else. I think I just been put through the ringer and had to stand up to something that I would stand up to anyway. I feel like, in life I got a life sentence because no matter what comes into my life, there's something that I can never change. And to have to live with that is something that may take away from people, but to me it gives me strength to show me that no matter what, nothing can stop me. It's all mental. Soon I'll buy robotic legs. You understand? It's not gonna stop me, but it's all mental. There's power in perception. I have a strong mind, and I believe I have a really strong soul above it all. But yeah, this accident, man, it changed everything for me, and I'm more grateful than I am angry about it. I'm glad for the awakening. I'm glad for the wisdom. I'm glad for the perception. I'm glad for what I learned. I'm glad for what it showed me. I'm glad for what it revealed. Because there was a lot of things I wasn't aware of. There was a lot of things that I was blind to. And I'm glad that I'm here today to tell you that those things are behind me. And I'm grateful for all the people, man. I have to say thank you to all the friends who've been there, to all the nurses who were there, to my family who's been there. I have to say that the people who've always been there for me, or the people who have been there for me, is the people I always knew would be there for me, and I think that's the same for a lot of people. And don't worry about who wasn't there. Be grateful for who was there. And I don't take nothing from anybody who wasn't there, because everybody has their life to live. There's nothing personal that I take from it. Everybody's living their life. Nobody said, hold on, let me put my life on pause. This guy went through something. And everybody tried to reach out in some way, shape, or form. And I really, really appreciate that from the heart. I started this podcast. I wanted to share first my experience of what I went through, this accident. From beginning to end, I try to share every emotion I dealt with and how I dealt with that emotion. From beginning to end, I shared all the people that were there, a few of the stories. I hope everybody got something from it, could take something from it. But now I move forward. I'm here to share my life now, to show you the new and improved way that I live and how I live. And I'm a father, I'm a man, I'm a son, I'm an uncle, I'm a godfather. And I try to play all those roles. I'm a friend, I'm a brother. I try to play all those roles as best as I can. And I give from the heart. I'm not worried about who's doing what behind my back. I'm not worried about what's going on behind my back. I know what team I play for now in life, And not to make any division, because I can play for any team in this life. I've been in some dark places. I've been in some light places, and I'm here to tell you that it's all within me. It's all within you. It's the balance of this world. Don't take nothing personal. Don't get emotional about anything. Everything is teaching you something. If it bothers you, if it hurts you, if it pulls a nerve, if it makes you to where you can't keep quiet, you need to understand that it has to do more with you than with anybody else. It has to do more with how you feel and what you're thinking. Remember, this is a game of perception. If I see somebody and they don't say what's up to me, my perception is, yo, that person doesn't like me. But their perception can be like, yo, I said I could have swore I said what's up to you. And I'm sure people dealt with that before. Like, bro, I said what's up to you, bro. What you mean? What you talking about? And I'm like, bro, you never said what's up to me. But my perception is, oh, this dude's funny. Fuck you think he's talking to, you know? And shit like that. And it's not that. It's never that. It's always something else. But sometimes, you know, it can be that. But you know who that person is. So just let's move out of survival. Let's move into thriving. You don't have to live in survival. You don't have to worry, yo. If you trust deep in your heart, I had to trust. When I laid in that bed, I had to trust. I had no power physically. It was all spiritually and mentally. And my faith was so strong. I gave it all to the man. I put all my faith in that power. And I'm telling you now, I'm telling you here that it will never fail you. Stay strong. Stay committed. Accomplish anything you want. Everything out here is for the taking. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to accomplish, you can do it. I'm proof. I'm here. I door knock. I do open houses. I bother people. I call people. I laugh with people. I make dreams come true. I'm doing this podcast. I'm doing all types of things that I got planned that were in my head that before I wasn't really trying to do because I was too busy chasing money. And I'm going to tell you something, that money is amazing. Money is a driving force in this world. But the things that bring you money are the things that you feel good about, or the things that you're passionate about, because that inner world is telling you that there's an even exchange. That inner world is telling you that this is right. And I feel like I found it. You know, I've always had speeches in my head I wanted to do, you know, public speaking. I didn't know how to break in. Those people I was trying to talk to, nobody really wanted to talk to me. It's like I needed some work. I needed this. I needed that. And I was like, you know what, God, if you gave me these speeches in my head, you gave me this plan, this site, this idea, it's because it's for me. I don't need to share it. I don't need to ask nobody to work with me. I just need to put it out there. So I'm glad that I'm able to put it out there. I bought the mic. I had the laptop. I got my videos, and I'm just going to have fun with this. I'm going to share my stories, share stories of other people. I'm going to do my side of stories. I'm going to do interviews. I'm going to do group interviews. I just did a podcast with a great podcast with some real estate agents and a lender that's very good people. They have a great podcast called the Real Estate Podcast. You should check that out. And yeah, I'm here to stay and to just thrive and go on, you know. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you, everybody, for being there. And I appreciate everybody from the heart.